What lies behind the concept of a final battle? Armageddon is far more than a terrifying term, employed in films and literature depicting the end of the world. In reality, it signifies a prophesied actuality, a decisive confrontation where spiritual and human forces clash, determining the fate of the planet and mankind. Contrary to popular belief, this battle will not be a mere physical clash between conventional armies, but a multi-dimensional event imbued with symbolism and consequences that transcend human comprehension. The name Armageddon originates from a historical region, a strategically significant valley renowned for the battles that shaped civilizations. However, its true significance lies in its representation of the ultimate conflict between the forces of darkness and divine justice, which unfolds in the closing chapters of time. This prophesied moment brings with it clear signs that we can already observe in our world. Every day, we witness divisions, political and social tensions, natural catastrophes that seem to intensify uncontrollably, and a growing sense that something significant is about to occur. Biblical prophecy experts point out that these events are not mere coincidences, but rather part of a larger narrative preceding the final battle. For those who observe keenly, it becomes evident that we are living in times of preparation as the world aligns itself for an unprecedented confrontation. While the battle encompasses humanity, it transcends the physical realm, revealing an intense spiritual war where values, beliefs, and very souls are at stake. Amidst this unfolding panorama, the embodiment of evil, the Antichrist, ascends as a pivotal figure. He epitomizes the aspiration to subjugate the world through manipulation, deceit, and brute force. His influence shall be so pervasive that he will coalesce nations and civilizations under a regime that abrogates freedom and truth. Yet in the face of this ominous power, there resonates the assurance that divine justice will not acquiesce to the dominion of darkness. The ultimate confrontation will transpire when celestial forces intervene to restore equilibrium and tranquility. The final battle, therefore, marks the culmination of the eternal struggle between light and shadow, righteousness and iniquity, affection and animosity. Understanding the gravity of the situation reveals that preparation for Armageddon transcends seeking mere physical shelter. It entails fortifying one's faith, remaining vigilant to the signs, and living in accordance with the principles of truth. Those who disregard this reality may be overwhelmed by the intensity of events, but those who remain steadfast will possess the fortitude to navigate the challenges and partake in the victory. Armageddon is not merely the culmination of an era. It is the harbinger of a new reality where genuine and enduring peace will be established for all time. Consequently, comprehending this battle is also an invitation for profound introspection on life, our choices, and our purpose. Many wonder about the nature of this final confrontation. Scriptures indicate that it will not be an ordinary war, but a sequence of supernatural events that will shake the heavens and the earth. There will be the summoning of spiritual armies and the manifestation of powers beyond human comprehension. The Antichrist, leading his followers, will attempt in a desperate gambit to dominate all, employing strategies of deception, brutality, and seduction to lure humanity to his cause. The forces of good, led by Jesus Christ, will stand ready to meet this challenge, bringing justice, hope, and redemption. The prophecies foretell that, prior to the commencement of the battle, the world will be plunged into an epoch of profound tribulation. This era shall be characterized by unrelenting persecution, cataclysmic disasters, and an apparent ascendancy of darkness. Nevertheless, this period serves as a crucible, separating those who remain steadfast in their devotion from those who have chosen the path of rebellion. Armageddon, therefore, constitutes a definitive test for humanity, demanding a resolute declaration of allegiance. The final confrontation will be the ultimate consequence of this decision, a resounding affirmation that truth shall prevail and malevolence be vanquished. Observing current events, it is not difficult to discern the world's trajectory towards this crisis. Political tensions, religious conflicts, environmental crises, and a burgeoning sense of insecurity all point to humanity teetering on the brink of collapse. However, even amidst this disconcerting panorama, it is crucial to remember that hope is not extinguished. This ultimate battle is not a summons to fear, but a call to awakening. It entreats us to look beyond the surface and recognize the divine plan unfolding, a plan that will culminate in the restoration of all that has been corrupted. Before we proceed, I'd like to invite you who are watching now to join our community. If this topic has piqued your curiosity or even brought you some solace, why not subscribe to the channel? Here we share knowledge and reflection that delve beyond the superficial. And since we're talking about battles and choices, I want to ask you, what has been the greatest spiritual challenge you've faced so far? Share your experience in the comments. Your story can empower others who are also on this journey. Let's build a space where truth and mutual support are our guiding forces. But ultimately, who will be the protagonists in this battle that will shake the very foundations of the universe? Besides the Antichrist and Jesus, the Bible reveals that angels and celestial beings will play crucial roles supporting God's divine plan. These beings, endowed with immense powers, are the guarantee that evil will not prevail. The celestial forces will be united, not only to combat, but to establish a new kingdom of justice where peace will reign uninterrupted. Victory at Armageddon is not the result of human strength, but of God's undeniable power. Furthermore, the final battle symbolizes the moment when ultimate judgment will be rendered. Every action, intention, and choice will be laid bare, and each individual will receive their due reward or condemnation. This judgment is one of the most profound themes of Armageddon, as it reveals that our decisions have eternal consequences. The battle is the climax of a narrative that encompasses all of humanity, a point where the veil between the visible and the invisible is lifted, allowing truth to be revealed to all. Comprehending this spiritual dimension of the ultimate conflict is crucial to avoid succumbing to despair or fatalism. Armageddon signifies the culmination of a cycle, yet it also heralds the dawn of something magnificent. It is an imperative for each individual to seek a higher purpose, to live with integrity, and to embrace faith as their bulwark. Amidst the turmoil, the assuredness of divine victory is the anchor for those who await with hope. This battle is not a distant spectacle, but a present reality that shapes the future. It is crucial to emphasize that, despite the gravity of the situation, the Battle of Armageddon will not be eternal. It will have a clear and definitive end, ushering in restoration and rebirth. The victory of the forces of goodwill paved the way for a new era where peace, love, and justice will reign supreme. The promised new heaven and new earth represent the fulfillment of this dream, a world devoid of pain, suffering, and fear. This promise should serve as the guiding light for each individual during the arduous days preceding the battle. In this context, personal preparation is crucial. Now more than ever, it is essential to fortify one's spirit, cultivate faith, and seek truth amidst the swirling cacophony of misinformation. The final battle is not an invitation to panic, but a call to awaken and act with conscious intention. Those who remain vigilant, attuned to the signs, and steadfast in their convictions will be empowered to confront Armageddon with courage and hope. The knowledge of prophecies should serve as a liberator, not a source of fear. Beyond the spiritual realm, Armageddon will have palpable impacts on society and daily life. The global economy, political structures, international relations, and even our way of living will be irrevocably altered. Technology, currently perceived as a boon, could morph into a tool of control and manipulation in the hands of malevolent forces. This clash between light and darkness will permeate every facet of human existence, demanding unwavering vigilance and steadfast resolve against temptations and deceptions. However, it is in this very scenario that the community of faith becomes indispensable. United, those who believe will find strength, comfort, and guidance to navigate through the darkest of days. Solidarity, love, and prayer will be the most potent weapons against the forces of evil. Thus, Armageddon is a call for unity, for the construction of a space where hope is shared and cultivated. We are not alone on this journey. There exists a vast spiritual family ready to support us. Finally, Armageddon represents a new opportunity for humanity. While it signifies the end of an era plagued by sin and injustice, it ushers in the dawn of an eternal kingdom of peace. The battle will be arduous, the challenges formidable, but the divine promise is clear. Victory belongs to those who persevere and believe in the transformative power of love. May this truth inspire us to live with purpose and faith, preparing our hearts for what lies ahead. The final battle approaches, and the question remains, are you ready to choose your side? May we, together, embark on this journey of hope, faith, and courage, knowing that in the end, light will prevail and a new world will emerge for those who believe. Thank you for being with us until now. If this content touched your heart, subscribe to the channel so we can continue this conversation. Share your experiences, doubts, and what this topic has awakened within you in the comments. Let's strengthen our community, learning and growing together. Your story can be a guiding light for someone in need. Until the next video, with more profound reflections for the days to come.